To all the buyers out there looking to buy in northern New Jersey, here are 8 hidden gems, 8 areas that I think you should consider looking in. Hey guys, Corey Skaggs here. I'm a local real estate agent in northern New Jersey. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people buy and sell their homes, and I'm looking to help you guys out. All right, so what do I mean by hidden gem? Well, I take 3 things into account when I'm talking about hidden gem. I look at price to value. Are you getting what you pay for? I'm looking at lifestyle and community, which is important to everyone. I look at transit and commutability, because most people looking to buy in northern New Jersey are commuters. But most importantly, I'm looking at price point. We all know northern New Jersey, the prices and the value of homes have gone up and up and up and up. And a lot of areas that check all the boxes that buyers in northern New Jersey are looking for are well and above over $800,000, the median price point that is. So I'm going under $700,000 median price point to try to find the areas that give you everything, or at least most of everything you're looking for. And that's what's on this list. Now, just so you know, I don't want this video to be 8 hours long, right? So I'm just going to get into the basics of these areas, tell you why I think they're hidden gems. But if you want to delve in deeper, if you want more information about these areas, I'm including 3 links below that are going to be super helpful. One is the current market report. You click on that link 6 months from now, it is the most current market report. The next one is the community report. It tells you everything you want to know about the community. It talks about demographics. It talks about local amenities. It even talks about the weather in that area at the specific time. It's just everything you need to know about that area. And then the last link I'm going to put is the link for niche.com. Now, niche.com ranks areas in dozens of ways. It talks about crime ratings, it talks about schools, it talks about livability, family friendly. It just dozens and dozens of rankings. Now, in my summary, I'm going to give you the overall niche rating, but if you want more specifics, click on that link. All right, guys, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to tell you the 8 hidden gems in northern New Jersey. Moving on. Okay, the first place I want to talk about is Denville in Morris County. I think it's the most affordable with what it has to offer. The median home price is $600,000 to $650,000. Click on that link to see if it's still that price. I love this place. It's right in the heart of Morris County. It's so close to all the parks, all the lakes that Morris has to offer. It's got one of the best town centers, I think, in Morris County. It rivals Morris Town. So many restaurants, bars, pubs. It's got a great beer garden there, coffee shops. It's just a lovely, lovely town center. It's got a station there, and depending on train times, it gets you into New York in about 80 minutes. You're about 35 miles away from New York, so it's about a 50-minute drive depending on traffic. You're close to I-80, Route 46, Route 297. Pretty easy driving access. And finally, niche.com gives Denville an A+ overall rating. I know ratings are subjective, but to find an area that's rated on niche.com at an A+ under that $800,000 median price point is very rare. So I think that qualifies it for the hidden gem category. All right, so the next place I want to talk about is Roselle Park. Now, there is a Roselle. So I'm not talking about Roselle, I'm talking about Roselle Park in Union County. The median home price is $573,000, but you are able to find livable homes there between the $400,000 and $500,000 price point. Got a very walkable downtown. It's so close to Cranford. It's just right next to Cranford. So you have access to that wonderful town center. You're right next to Westfield and all its amenities and Summit. The Roselle Park station gets you into New York City in about 55, 60 minutes. I think the reason why it's 55 or 60 minutes is it's not a direct train into New York City. So you have to transfer. So that adds about 10 minutes to the travel time. There are a few direct trains into New York City, but that might not fit your time schedule. So I'm giving you the longest time scale. You're about 22 miles from New York City. So that's about a 45-minute drive, depending on traffic. You're near the Garden State Parkway, Route 22 and I-78. And niche.com gives it an overall rating of A-. If you're looking for an area and your budget is a bit low, this is like the perfect area, especially if you commute. So I think that qualifies it for a hidden gem there. Okay, the next area I want to talk about is Bloomfield, New Jersey in Essex County. The median home price is $591,000. It's a lovely area. You're right near Montclair, right near Glen Ridge, but Montclair and Glen Ridge are so pricey right now. Bloomfield has this wonderful mix of urban-suburban feel to it, walkable downtown. You're so close to the Montclair city center as well. So many malls and shops nearby. The Bloomfield station, really close on the Montclair-Boonton line, gets you into New York around 45 minutes. You're only 12 miles away, 12 to 15 miles away, depending on where you're at in Bloomfield. It gets you into New York City around 35 minutes, depending on traffic. And niche.com gives Bloomfield an A- rating. Again, your A's there, you're paying under $800,000. You're at the $591,000 price point. I think that qualifies. I think that's a hidden gem. So the next area I want to talk about is Parsippany, New Jersey in Morris County. The median home price is $655,000. It is a huge area. So just so you know, there are areas in Parsippany where you can find a home for around that $450,000 price point. So it's very affordable depending on where you look. Massive area. So many lakes, so many parks, so much shopping nearby. Now, there's no train station in Parsippany, but depending on where you're at in Parsippany, you can be close to a train station. You can be close to Denville, Morris Plains. Again, you'll be able to triangulate where you are and find the nearest station. Drivability, you're about 35 miles, 40 miles away, depending on where you're living. It's such a huge area. So you're about 50 minutes from New York City if you're driving. Highways, you're close to I-80, I-287, Route 46, Route 10. And the overall rating on niche.com is A+. So in some areas, you're gonna be able to find a house for $450,000, $500,000, and you're in A+ rated area by niche.com. That's a hidden gem. All right, we're at the second half of my list. The next place I want to talk about is Clifton, New Jersey. Medium price point, $595,000. The Clifton station, the main line there, will get you into New York City or Hoboken, 45 to 50 minutes. You're only 20 miles from New York City, so you're looking at about a 45 minute drive. I'll keep saying this, depending on traffic. You're near Route 3, Garden State Parkway, the Route 46. And niche.com gives Clifton a B+ overall rating. Clifton is an area that not a lot of people know about it, but it's a great entry point into northern New Jersey because, again, even though the median home price is $595,000, you can find a nice 3-bedroom there for between the $400,000 and $500,000 price point. So I think Clifton is a good place to check out and consider if your budget is below that $600,000 price point. All right, the next place I want to talk about is Lincoln Park. Whenever I talk about Lincoln Park, everyone's like, I don't really want to move up by Alaska. You think it's so far away. It's not, Lincoln Park's not that far away. Let me prove it. All right, the median home price in Lincoln Park is $622,000. It's a lovely area, very suburban, has a lot of parks, very quiet. If you want an area that is a bit more low key, a bit more of the suburban vibe, Lincoln Park is a great area to look in. Lincoln Park has a station, the Montclair-Boonton line, and it'll get you there in about 50 minutes. That's not that long. Driving, you're about 35 miles away, depending on where you're living in Lincoln Park, and it'll get you into town in 45 to 50 minutes, depending on traffic. I'm gonna keep saying it. I want you to hold me accountable. If there's a traffic jam and you're like, it's only an hour and a half. Highways, you're near 202, 287, and 80, and niche.com gives it an overall grade of A-. I believe this is a hidden gem because it's so affordable with everything it has to offer. And a lot of people that want that more quiet vibe, that more suburban vibe, they really should put Lincoln Park in their search engine. So these next two areas I'm going to talk about, number 7 and number 8. I'm putting them there because I really think that their value of these areas are going to go up and up and up. And I do think that they are up and coming. So the first area is Nutley, New Jersey in Essex County. The median home price is $615,000. It was a lot less a few years ago. It doesn't have a station, but there are nearby stations in the Northeast Corridor or the Montclair-Boonton line. Gets you into New York City 30 to 40 minutes. But you're only 12 miles away. So that gets you into New York City 35 minutes. You're close to the Garden State Parkway, Route 21, and the I-280. And niche.com gives them an A- rating, but also niche.com has published a few articles about Nutley, calling it one of the best suburbs to live in New Jersey and one of the best suburbs for young professionals to live in New Jersey. Up and coming. Hidden gem. Okay, the last place I want to talk about is Orange in Essex County. It has a median home price of $530,000. It has a station from Midtown Direct that gets you into town about 35, 45 minutes. You're only 15 miles away. It gets you into town 35 to 40 minutes, depending on traffic. It's near the 280, the Garden State Parkway, and it's a very commutable area. I'm saying Orange for this reason only, and maybe this is a hidden gem for investors and renovators, is the second people can't afford an area, they look for another area. So Summit, Montclair, Milburn, as soon as those places started to become unaffordable, they started looking for another area. Maplewood, for example. And as soon as Maplewood started becoming unaffordable, they started looking for another area, South Orange. And then when South Orange started becoming unaffordable, people started looking in West Orange. And now West Orange is starting to become unaffordable. And so they're going down that Midtown Direct line, and the next place is Orange. And I know this because the median home price a couple years ago was around $400,000, and now it's $530,000. So put Orange on your search engine, check it out. I think, again, with the addition to the Netflix studios that are coming here, Orange is super close to that area. It is unbelievably easy to commute from Orange. Keep your eye out on that area. I think it's a hidden gem. All right, guys, that's it. That's my list. Could there be more places on this list? Yeah, maybe, but I wanted to put the top 8 on there that I felt were my hidden gems. If you have some areas you want to talk about, comment below, contact me. Now, if there's areas that you want these 3 links that I'm including for each of these properties, market report, the community report, niche.com ratings, reach out to me. I'll send you those links. And of course, any questions or concerns that you have on real estate, contact me. I am never too busy to help out. Like and subscribe, and look out for my next video.